Hey y'all, what's going on? Pavel with DAT Media here, and today we're going to be talking about one thing that every single creative professional should know about. So today I want to change the game a little bit. I'm not going to talk about cameras or lenses or equipment. Instead, I want to talk about the file organization system that if you will implement, your life will get much easier. Now, what do I mean by a file organization system? What I mean is literally how you organize your data. Where do you put photos? Where do you put videos? Where do you put audio files? Where do you store documents, etc., etc., etc. Every single computer comes with a pre-existing file system. For example, on Windows, it has, documents, pictures, videos, music, etc. What I'm talking about is implementing the same organization system on your hard drive where you keep all your media, or in your external hard drive or your server. What I did in the past, and I'm guilty of this as well, is I would just, do the good old-fashioned thing. Yeah, save to desktop, create a new folder 2, new folder 5, new folder 10, and then you just kind of remember where stuff is, and when you need to find it, you just go through every single folder. It's like, oh yeah, that's where it is. However, I have discovered that having a structured file system allows you to save so much time when dealing with media files, because over the years I have accumulated tens of thousands of photo, audio, video files that if I would have gone with the same old system, it would take me probably hours if somebody would have asked me, hey, do you remember when we shot this? And I'd be like, oh yeah, that's somewhere over there on the drive, and then I would go and try to find it, but it would take me 10 years to do so. I believe that by watching this video, you will benefit dramatically by understanding how to structure your files, how to keep everything organized, and how to basically not to keep your computer a mess. So let's get right into it. So in the very beginning on my hard drive, I have basically a media folder. Within a media folder, I subdivide that into many categories. I specify video, photography, audio, music, films. So basically what I do is I keep all of my video work in a video folder, I keep all of my audio in the audio folder, I keep all of my photography in the photo folder. Music folder I usually just have for my personal music that I have and I like to have backed up. And films, if there are digitized copies of films that I have purchased, I just keep those in there for organizational sake as well. So then within each of these folders, I utilize a particular naming system. If let's say I have done a shoot on October 15, 2016, I would name a folder year, month, day, dash, name of the event. And then I would dump all of the cards, all of the photos that I have taken that day for a client into that folder. The reason why I utilize the name and the date is because I have heard an argument many times that says, well, I don't care about the date, I care about the name. And I get that, that's why I put the name in there. However, the date keeps everything chronologically organized. So even if I don't remember, let's say, the name of the event, but I remember the rough time period when it took place, I can go and scroll and be like, oh yeah, that's right there. Boom, I found it. And if I don't remember the date, I can still type in some sort of name into the search box and it will take 5 minutes and it will find the folder that I saved all my stuff in. Now within a video folder, I organize everything in the same exact manner. I have the year, the month, the day, dash, name of the video, or name of the event, or whatever I was hired to shoot video for, and then I would dump all of my files into that folder. Audio, you guessed it, exact same way. Year, month, day, dash, name of the event that I was hired to do audio for, dump the cards in there, done. Now the question comes, well, what if you have multiple shooters, or what if it is a big project and you have an A camera, B camera, C camera for the video? Well, in that case, let's talk about video aspect of things. I'm gonna go into my video folder, find a project that I was working on that day, labeled year, month, day, dash, name of the event. I would go into that folder. I would create A camera folder, B camera folder, C camera folder. If I was using several cameras, let's say several different cameras. Let's say I shot with Sony FS5, Sony FS7, and a Sony A7S. I would do A camera, Sony A7S, B camera, Sony FS5, C camera, Sony FS7, and then I would put those respective files into that folder. Now for photography, it goes the same way. If you are like myself and I shoot with two different cameras at events, I use Sony A7S and a Nikon D700, which there is a video about and you should go check it out. You can do the same exact thing. For example, You go into the folder of the project, labeled year, month, day, dash, name of the event. You create 2 folders, Nikon D700, Sony A7S. Dump the respective files into those folders. Now, talking about video, there is one little aspect to it because, as I said before, when you shot it with 3 different cameras, let's say you have an A camera that shoots interviews, and you have a B camera that shoots B-roll at the time when you're filming interviews, and you have C camera that does some pickup shots here and there. What do you do when you're naming the actual files? The way that I do it is basically, I would relabel each B-roll file. I would go through all of them and I would relabel them. And the way that I would do so is B-roll in capital letters, and then dash, and I would name the shot. So let's say you shot a group of kids. You did 10 shots where you shot group of kids at an event. I would name group of kids dash 01, group of kids dash 02, group of kids dash 03, etc. So that you have a nicely organized set of shots. The reason why I do that this way is because it also keeps it in groups. So if I have B-roll dash group of kids dash 01 all the way through 010, that those files that are created, those group of kids files, are going to stay within the same exact proximity of each other. It's going to be 01 through 10. And when I'm looking for them, because I want a particular shot, they're right there. I don't have to look in the beginning of the folder, in the end of the folder, in the middle of the folder. They're all going to be in one place. This labeling system keeps everything organized and keeps everything together, which is extremely important when you're working on a large project that, let's say, involves couple of years of shooting by different people. You can find everything in minutes instead of spending endless hours trying to find your shot that you're looking for. And especially if you're working with people across the board, let's say you're shooting stuff and you're also in charge of relabeling stuff, but somebody else is editing, you're gonna make the life of that person 10 times easier, and trust me, they will thank you for that. And in other words, for example, if I am working on a big project and I have several weeks or several even months of shoots that were done, and I am too focused on shooting and editing, and I don't have time to relabel everything, if you know the system that I'm implementing, or if you have your own system, but it's organized, it's neat, it's nice, it's easy to use, I will pay you to go and literally do nothing but grab a card, relabel everything on that card, store it in the proper place, back it up, and then give it to me as a finished product so that I can later use all of those files when I'm editing. In film industry, the person who does that sort of thing is called a DIT, Digital Image Technician. They're responsible for backing stuff up, creating LUTs, and relabeling things. Because people do not have time to go and relabel things all the time. That's why they literally pay somebody dedicated to do that one thing, so that everything is organized and the workflow is simplified and people's lives are much easier when they don't have to pull out their hair out of their head looking for a shot that director is looking for, which was shot, I don't know, 3 months ago. Now again, this video is just a suggestion. You don't have to go and use the system that I've recommended. If you have a system that you already have in place and it works for you and it's nice and organized, then by all means, use that system if it works for you. I'm just trying to bring my own voice into, a pool of different videographers, photographers, and just media people. And all of us have our own way of doing things, and I just try to present my way, and hopefully it helps somebody and makes their life easier. I also don't want this video to sound like, well, this is the only true way you can do this stuff. Absolutely not. It's all about diversity, and it's all about presenting your own ideas and your own ways of doing things, and that's what makes the world around us a better place, I believe. Sharing ideas. And that's what I'm trying to do. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video wasn't too boring or too technical or too up in your face, you have to do this stuff this way. If you have comments about this video or about the way that I make these videos, if you have suggestions or you have topics that you want me to cover, please leave those comments in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and let me know what you would like to see me make a video about next time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.